What is going on, everybody? I'm going to show you today a campaign that I'm running that essentially will reach out to prospects with custom ideas that are unique to their company that will incorporate whatever you're selling, whatever your product is. And then a couple other cool little things that I'm implementing to just make the email a little bit more unique. So let's go right through the clay table. So to start, what we did was basically we scraped for job postings for sales executives, BDRs, things like that. Then we did a find people search from that. So basically took all the LinkedIn job postings and the company websites, then found all of the people's related to that company, took the CEOs, the managers, the VPs, put them all in this people table. So you can see here we've got the job title, um, and then the actual person that we're reaching out to. We've got the LinkedIn job posting. So what we did was then scrape the job posting using Claygen, just scraping the description, then gave that off to AI along with a company description, the job description, and then past customers that that company's worked with. And this is what we said basically. Oops, let me pull up the column. Let's see. AI ideas. Here we go. Cool. So this is basically what we said. Use the job description, company customers, and company description to come up with 3 ideas. Basically, again, we help people automate their outbound sales. Use this data to determine 3 good ideas on how they could leverage this system for this specific job. So, like, how can we supplement the BDR that they're hiring for, the sales executive they're hiring for, the account executive they're hiring for? How can we supplement them with this system? Let's put together 3 ideas. And then we provided context. And then this is something that I've been doing recently that I think is very helpful, is basically taking all of the data that you're going to give the AI, copy that, put it into an Excel. Do this for, I only did it for 3, but I like to do it normally for 10, and manually write out for 10 of the examples. Like, here's the data that I'm going to give you, and here's what I would have written out. Do that 10 times and hand it back off to ChatGPT. And then your responses from ChatGPT will get much, much better. So that's basically what I did. I basically wrote up the 3 different ideas, the format of how I wanted them to be written, gave it the company description, gave it the job description, and then past companies that they worked with. And then I also said, because a lot of people love the built with stuff that we do, the LinkedIn scraping stuff that we do. So I was like, if it makes sense based off their company description and based off of their product and who they work with, implement something regarding scraping tech stacks or scraping LinkedIn, especially if that's being called out in the job posting, right? So again, this is something cool that we're able to provide big, fast value immediately by giving them ideas. And a lot of people will send in their cold emails, like, I've got a lot of great ideas. Like, let's get on a call and I'd love to share them with you. And it's like, if you just have the idea, just tell me the ideas. If you have the ideas, just tell me. I don't want to get on a call. So again, providing big, fast value, giving it to them without them even asking. So we're basically going to have the 3 ideas here. Then we did our typical LinkedIn scrape. So again, look for their recent posts in the last 35 days, write a custom one-liner regarding that LinkedIn post. I like putting these in my PS lines. I used to use them as my intro line. I like to use something more relevant in my intro line and then include that in the end of my PS line. Just again, because that's kind of how people read emails. They always read first line, PS line, and then body. So it's just something that I've been leveraging. Again, use it wherever you want. I think it's always just a good trigger to use, but I like using it at the end. And then this is something cool, kind of unique. Again, I got this from Eric. So if I couldn't find, a lot of times, this one I actually got a lot of LinkedIn posts, but a lot of times I just don't get those. So what I did was, there's actually a Yelp integration with Clay. And what you can do is basically, I just took the location, so wherever they're located, threw that into Yelp. I can show you guys what it looks like. Let's see, where's Yelp? Here it is, find businesses. So basically, I gave that to Yelp, the location, and then said, listen, if we don't have a LinkedIn custom one-liner for them, Find a steakhouse that's in this area and then just print that out over here. So again, we've got J Prime, the Butcher's Block, Peppercorn Grill, J Gilbert, Stony River. So like these are all places that, again, most of them, like Eddie V's, I know that's a chain. Ruth Chris's is a chain, so that might not work too well. But basically, all I'm doing is saying like, hey, like I've been looking for a steakhouse. Like, have you tried this place? Is it any good? Um, just again, something to put in the PS line to make it like more unique and human like. Again, guys, like you would be surprised at how far you can get by just being different. Like don't even need to provide that much more value than anybody else, or you definitely need to provide more value, but you don't need to um, beat anybody in terms of your offering. You can kind of present the same offer if it's a good one and get ahead of most of the pack just by presenting it in a better way and having a better message that's a little bit more unique and kind of has that pattern interrupt. So I can show you guys exactly what this looks like when we put it into Smart Lead. Again, you can do this in instantly. But essentially here we're saying like, hey, I saw you've got a posting for blah, 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 blah. Here's some ideas that I have for you. So like use advanced data enrichment to personalize outreach for high value enterprise accounts, 500 plus employees. So I'd imagine that this guy probably, the job description says like, or the company description says, these are the people that we work with. Automate LinkedIn engagement. And then again, we're calling that out at the bottom here. So we're kind of like, again, showing the product or talking about the product and then demonstrating it at the end. Let's see. Automate initial outreach process for cold calls by using data-driven insights to tailor message, ensuring relevancy and improving the likelihood of engagement for One Origin's AI and cognitive computing solutions. Wow. Yeah, so this is like pretty in-depth stuff. Yeah. So I mean, again, we'll see how this campaign goes. I think we've got, let's see how many we've got in this campaign so far. We've got a whopping 59 leads, but these are all being added as we speak. So I think we're going to be reaching out to a total of 631. So yeah, I will definitely let you guys know how this campaign performs. I'm excited to see how it does. I really like the idea of presenting ideas of how my product could help their company specifically. Again, this is something I talk about all the time in the courses. How not only do you how do you help people, but how do you help the prospect, them specifically? How do you help their company, their role, their job? How do you make their life easier specifically? So we'll see how this goes. I'm excited to see, and I will definitely, as always, post the results in the group once it is complete. Awesome. Have a good one, guys. See you soon.